So here we are, we're showing a CAD drawing in PC-DMIS for this particular part. Here's the part we're going to test. You can see it is the same as the CAD print. So we're going to set this on the stage here. And we're going to take a look at the live view. We're going to drop this right up here. And you can see I've got to get this thing fairly straight on the stage. We're started over at this one edge. And there's a hair on there I'm going to try to get out. A fairly clean looking edge. And then it's fairly flat. And we're going to start up this program. The first thing we're going to ask it to do is to align part manually on the stage. So it puts a crosshair there, and we're going to move this XY stage to get it close. And I can slow it down, and we can move it in and out of focus. When we're fairly sure we're good, we're going to go ahead and say start. It's going to find this edge, get it in focus, and then it'll tell me, okay, move it ahead to the next location along this bottom edge, which they call B2. Just going to bring it along, get fairly close, and tell it to continue. Again, it will take a look at that edge. And it's sure, it says okay, go ahead. Now we're going to move it to C1, which is the left edge of this part. And this will just help to sort of establish in its mind where this part is on the platform. Again, it's going to measure this. Now it's going to go into direct computer control, and it's going to establish the top plane of this part. So it's going to look at the top of the part, get it in focus, and say, okay, yeah, I know where that is in terms of its Z height. It's going to take, I think, 3 different points. It's kind of deliberate about it. It looks at them, adds them in very gently. It wants to know exactly where that height is. It gives you the little chime sound to tell you that it's accepted the location. And so here it is completing the last of the top plane. Now it's going to go back down to that bottom edge again. It's going to change its light source to a bottom light. And you can see this in black and white a little better. It draws a green line across the bottom of this thing as it establishes the bottom edge of the part. Again, it's going to move up to the left side, do the same thing. Find the edge, draw a line up the side. Now it knows where the part is. Now it's going to get into the measurement routine that I programmed, which is to figure out the diameter of this circle. So it takes a number of measurements using the backlight. Same with this circle here. And from these measurements, we can determine the hole position, the hole diameter, the position of these holes relative to each other. Whatever dimensional information I want to pass along in a report, at the end of this measurement routine, there will be a detailed report which has a number of measurement parameters spelled out. If this was an actual working shop, there would be certain details you'd want to measure as according to the print. So here I'm measuring a lot of these small holes around the larger hole. Continuing on, I think there's 8 of these holes, so it takes a little bit to establish them all, find them, get them in focus, take the measurement. Looks like it's just about done with these small holes. Now we're actually going to look at this slot. So it's looking at the diameters on the edges using a circle feature. And from that I can also make a measurement across the slot because I've established the bounds on either end. I can look at this quarter circle here in the corner. Again, it uses a circle feature to measure this. We also have a notch here, so we're going to draw a line up the side of this notch. Get the other one here. And from that I can actually determine the angle of that notch in the top corner. Same with this one here, same sort of thing. And of course this is just a demonstration of what it can do. There's much more than what I'm showing here. But this is the routine that it's running for measurement. You can see how this is all very automated. An operator, all they need to do is put the part on the stage and make those initial manual hits, and then it goes on from there and does the rest. So the skill is in the programming of this machine. The operator has a simple job of placing the part. And I think this routine is almost done. It says it's at 98, 99% now. That's our routine. If we wanted to look at a report, we can come up here to View Report Window. Okay. Report window. So here's our report. We could print this out just the same. And this shows, you know, all these bars in the green over here show that they're well within acceptable limits based on the tolerances that were set in the measurement routine. Some of these look like they're a little bit out. It's just a matter of taking a look at all the data here. So this one is saying the distance nominal is 6, and it's actually at 6.055, so it shows that it's a little bit out of its location. And yeah, that's the way this works. There's a lot of indicators here that show you when you have issues from the initial CAD drawing here. So that's it in a nutshell. Pretty powerful tool. Neat to watch.